All right. Man, finally done. Got the garage all set up. Got that brand new epoxy floor already done, real thick coat. It seems like it was more than 1/8 of an inch thick, but yeah, they laid it down. I know some people were saying, hey, you should put those flakes in here, but all the other ones I didn't like. So, but again, this is just temporary until I finish the metal warehouse build out. So those are the two carts. I did mention that I'm not completely done. I got to get some ratchet organizers, but I'm designing my own, so I got to get those 3D printed. There's my OG from 30 years ago. So these are my new ones here. I got to bring out that 3-ton. Just setting everything up. Here is where all the detailing stuff, once the car is all done, I'm gonna polish it up, polish my shine, make it look clean, man. It's gonna be fresh and so clean. Gonna have both of the 91 JDM classics in here. It's gonna be the 91 CRX and the 91 RX-7 Turbo 2. I got some stuff here. These are all the tools that did not fit inside the toolbox. So, you got my Logger G2 icons in there, a bunch of Amazon stuff, right? Got my Makita, my Milwaukee. This is the CC. Like I said, I was gonna do another unboxing of that. And then I got a few of the other stuff. And over here is just some more of the Amazon tool overflow. But I'm gonna reorganize this. I got them on some casters. This is gonna be the room. Right, I'm gonna store these two cars here for now. Just wanted to go ahead and build out my tools. So once the CRX arrives and the RX-7, the FC3S, I'm gonna put them in here. All right, so here it is. Came off of the flatbed truck. I thought I was gonna come in one of those multi-carrier transports, but no, they came directly from the LA port and went straight here. So that was pretty convenient. I just saw this car, 2 months ago on the website. I placed an order for it, sent the wire transfer, and about 4 or 5 weeks later, here it is, shipped directly to your door. And they did DHL me the export certificate and all the other paperwork ahead of time, so I do have those. So let's take a quick look around. It's right in front of my toolboxes. So now they do have coilovers. And they what they actually do at the port, before they bring it onto the ship, they'll lift the entire car up so that way, it doesn't get scraped or scratched underneath when they're going on and off of the ship, the ro-ro shipping. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to drop those back down. I gotta open up that 3-ton jack and jack it up and drop it back down. It says it has about 80 something kilometers on there, so that's about 53,000 miles. They keep the miles pretty low in Japan. And it did come with these original Volk Racing Raise Engineering wheels. These are forged. It says right there, forged. Did not come with the center caps, but I can just get those. They're like 20, 30 bucks. These are 15 by 7s. Right, it's 195/50 15s, and they're in decent condition. I don't see any gouges on there or anything like that. Tires just dirty from all the brake dust and shipping and stuff like that. But and I think they may have kept this indoors because, man, the plastic still looks pretty damn good. I mean, the car's got 53,000 miles on it. It's got the side markers, right-hand drive, and it came with this hood. Now this, I thought this was just a laminate or a wrap or something, but this is actually carbon fiber. And it does have the hood pins. You just press those and then right there in the center, and then it pops up. And then you press it down and it locks back down. It came with some type of front bumper. I don't think this is it might be a Mugen front bumper, but it's got some writings on it from the shipment. It had some type of holder on here, and then when I pulled it off, it freaking broke. So I'm gonna have a leather guy repair this. I'm actually gonna have this thing holding leathered up. It's got the Momo shifter right there. I had a bunch of stickers on there, but I peeled it off. It's from the shipping. And it's got a Bride bucket seat in there. We'll just go and open it up. Bride. And I believe that's fiberglass. I don't think it's carbon fiber. But yeah, it's got the Momo with Alcantara stitching on there, suede. I did turn it on. Those gauges in there, actually, they do the whole initial turn on and then it comes back down. But it looks like the AC unit's broken, but I think it probably still worth having turned on yet. But I don't plan on having AC in this car. And if you notice, it's got a full roll cage on here. All right, all the way to the back, locked in there. So I'm gonna have to vacuum this up. I haven't cleaned it up yet. It's got those controls. It's got the right hand controls, folding side mirrors, right there. Interesting, the USDM version did not come with these. In Japan tends to do that. They'll keep the good stuff for themselves. All the best stuff. So window tint right there. Here's the other wheel. What kind of pads he on? Have that on there. But yeah, dude, pretty good condition. Doesn't have any nicks or anything like that. I just gotta clean off the brake dust. Right there, made in Japan. These are originals. It's not the fake ones. Right, and see, they do have coilovers. So here's the back side of it. And you notice it has all yellow here instead of the red. USDM version has a partial red there. This one is not. So, and here's the exhaust that it came with the gigantic 4-inch tip. Yeah, look at that. All right, now there's a chip here, which sucks, but I'm gonna have to probably another set of tail lights. Too bad they don't make the all full clear ones anymore. I would have gotten those. They do. I'll probably look for it. But yeah, that's Obviously, for a 34-year-old car, um, you know, it's not going to be perfect. Yeah, I probably will not keep these wheels. I know a lot of people like these. It's really not my style. Um, they're nice, they're forged, you know, and they work well on a lot of cars, but, you know, I like the multi-spoke with the rivets. Probably gonna look for, you know, either some Blitz or some type of OG wheels. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull this out. Let's pop the hood real quick. I know you guys wanna see that. All right. Press these pins. All right, there you go. I believe this is a ZC engine, 1.5. Yeah, this is an EF7, but you know, we're gonna pull it out and drop in a B18, Quake 20. I don't know. Let's see all my options out there. Looks like they have some servicing done here. Yeah, I did wash it down real quick just to get all the dust and dirt off of it. What kind of battery is that? So yeah, this one we're working on. Paint looks really good. I'm surprised that whether this is the original or not. It actually looks like, because I don't see any other overspray. But they definitely kept this thing indoors for a while. All right, so that's one out of the two JDMs that are coming here. You know, there was several other ones that I saw on the B4 website, and boy, I definitely wanted them. You know, some cabriolets, the RX-7 cabriolets. There was another one of these in 1990 that had that, it was SIR, but you know, a lot of those things they're selling up, getting snatched up real quick. Once I get my warehouse, my metal warehouse completed, then I'm gonna start collecting all of my other JDM cars as well as USDM cars, maybe some classic muscle cars, 69 Camaro. Probably gonna have a Corvette, but mainly it's gonna be JDM cars. Probably gonna be you know, old school Lamborghini. Definitely want the Ferrari 430 Scuderia. I'm gonna take it one at a time. We're gonna start off with these two, see where the channel goes, and then this spot is reserved for the FC3S. You'll see the red one in here, and then you'll see these. So I'm gonna work on these cars first, do some RestoMods. But you know, it's gonna take a while, but you know, I'm planning on doing this for the next 20 years of my life. If I get to live that long. All right, so my car cover came in. You know, it seemed like it was off gassing some kind of smell, but you know, I checked it around, it's okay. I think it's just maybe from like the tire smell or something like that. It started to kind of smell the garage, and I did, you know, have some exhaust smoke come in here, but I vented it all out, and you know, it's pretty much gone now. I am running a filter in here, so, but anyway, I got this car cover from Amazon. It's a little bit oversized, but that's okay because I don't like it being too tight. Still doing a few more things with the toolbox. I'm gonna finish up my e-bike modifications right here, and then I'm gonna put it off to the side or right behind the CRX, so that way I can make room for the 91 RX-7 that's coming in next week. So you know, these two coming in back to back, about 2 weeks from each other. Yeah, they're getting expensive. These JDM cars, they're getting pretty expensive. You know, just the inflation, obviously. You know, if you guys understand how money works, especially in the U.S. Yeah, the banking system and the Federal Reserve and all that stuff, they dumped $7 trillion, you know, into the economy. It's 10 times what they dumped onto the economy back in 2008, and that was 700 billion. And you know, the last 5 years they shoved in $7 trillion. So housing prices are not going to come down, car prices are not going to come down. Everybody who did not have assets, you just got basically pulled down to a lower class, and you're going to have to live a lower standard of living until you start getting your money right again. So they're going to have to invest in a lot of assets that produce cash flow and go up over time. You know, there's plenty of them out there. You can just ask AI, and then you know, they tell you. So Anyway, fits good, liking this black, and yeah, I draped it all the way down. So that's kind of how it looked like for now. Wait for the RX-7 to come in, and clean that up, and put a car cover over it, and just keep it in storage for just for a little bit while I work on a few other things. Then I'm gonna have all my cars that I'm gonna collect over the next 20 years. You know, it's something that I should have done when I was a teenager, but life throws a curveball at you in so many different ways by so many, you know, just fucking evil people. So, so I'm just done with it. You know, I'm just gonna decide, all right, just gonna start doing this, getting all the tools, and just continue to build it out. Until then, you know, I'm just gonna keep grinding and shining, man. It ain't gonna stop. So stay tuned.